I'm voting for Wesley Meredith. Wesley Meredith.
Send it to
Holmes.
I didn't get it.
Huh?
Now Holmes is in here. Did they send a new one?
Yeah, they sent a new one and I sent it to
Send it
you.
again. I didn't get it.
Yeah, it's for October. It's for this one.
House District 43. John wants to bring good paying work to Cumberland County where a family can live well on one income and broaden the tax base to relieve homeowners from an ever-increasing tax burden. Please vote John Chakowski for NC House District 43.
Let's see.
This message is paid for by...
Vote John Chakowski.
We'll start the weekend with plenty of clouds during the morning to midday hours, along with a band or two of sprinkles or light showers, especially late morning to mid-afternoon. Maybe some partial clearing late today. We'll have highs that range from upper 60s north to upper 70s south. And tonight, becoming mostly clear and windy, some gusts to around 30 or 40 miles per hour with lows in the low to mid-40s.
Okay.
Then sunny and cooler on Sunday with less humidity. Our highs tomorrow 55 to 61. I'm meteorologist Mike Moss in the weather center.
Which one, Wes? Wes Cookman at AOL, Wes Cookman,
W. Cookman.
W. Cookman at AOL. Maybe that's why you didn't get it. Maybe I sent it to Wes. Did they do the intro this time?
I wasn't sure if you were coming in. That's the only thing I had.
Do you want to replace the other one or run it
Yeah,
in
replace the
rotation?
other one.
You guys ready?
Yep. Good morning! Guess what? It's time for What's Going On in Fayetteville again for this Saturday morning here. October the 20th, I think, if I remember correctly. Woo, I got it right. Wait. Lovely weather outside right now, but apparently we've got some rain coming, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because we got the Dogwood Festival coming up this today, all day long. But anyway, you're listening to us at WIDU 1600 AM in Fayetteville, WYDU 1160 AM Red Springs, WAGR 1340 AM in Lumberton, WEWO 1460 AM Laurinburg, the We Do Radio Network. Call-in numbers 910-483-6111, 483-6111, and give us a call. And you can listen online at widu.1600.com. And now you can listen to us on WIDU 99.7 FM. I'm Wade Fowler. I'm one of the owners of Fowler's Southern Gourmet at 723 West Rowan Street. And I have a good friend of mine that I met on my very first show.
Yes.
Who then, I loved her so much, I said, why don't you come on and be our co-host? It's the lovely, well-known, worldwide renowned
Oh my goodness.
Tiffany Haywood, otherwise known as the blogger, the Mrs. T.
Yes. Hello, Fayetteville. How are you guys doing today? Are we going to jump straight into events? Because today is kind of jam-packed.
Well, before we do that, though, we got to let them know that we are brought to you by
Yes.
these wonderful sponsors. The UPS store in Westwood, which, by the way, you can get pretty much anything you want
It's
done. Printing,
way more than shipping.
Yeah, it is. It's signs, everything. You love them. And our hometown security experts, Home Security, right downtown
Yes.
Fayetteville. Your people, when you're monitoring companies right here in town, you know
want
they're
them to
doing
be
good.
here.
And I got news for you. That's who I use at my restaurant. So they do great work.
Yes, they do. Okay, so today, like I said, is kind of jam-packed. Despite the weather, we have a lot of things that you can do today. The first thing is going to be starting at 10 a.m. today at the Crown Expo Center. It is Fayetteville Comic Con, and that is at 1960 Coliseum Drive. This is one of NC's hippest Comic Cons, and that's their words. It is, if it's geek, we got it. It is the fan-run Fayetteville Comic Con. It is a welcoming place for families. And kids are welcome. We're actually going to be there today, people. We're looking forward to the fun. They're going to have so many things, including comics, cosplay, gaming, collectible toys, anime, TV, cool TV, and movies like Star Wars, Star Trek, Doctor Who. Can I tell you how excited my kids are right now? All three of them have on Star Wars or, well, superhero themed t-shirts. So they are ready, and you need to be ready too. Again, it's starting today, but it also happens tomorrow. Today is 10 to 6. It's 10 to 7 today and 10 to 6 p.m. tomorrow at the Crown Center Exhibition Center. Get there early because you don't want to have to struggle with parking or anything. You want to be able to enjoy all of it. Active military will get a discount on advanced ticket purchases. Children 10 and under are admitted free. So look, you can have a whole family day there today. There's also going to be 2 huge cosplay contests, a junior and a senior division. There's going to be a geek speed dating, which is interesting in itself, nerd slams, and aerial performances. There's also going to be music by DJ Clash from Winston-Salem. So it's going to be a huge day. Definitely a lot of fun to be had there. That's again at the Crown Expo Center. Also happening today.
By the way, can you believe that I was a little bit of a geeky kind of nerd
I
when I
can
was in
believe
high
it.
school? I was shy and reserved.
Were you into comics and stuff? No?
Yeah, I like comic books.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Do you still?
I read a lot of Marvel comics. No, I don't have time to do that anymore.
Okay, so I just saw that Jenny Bell tuned in, and it's perfect timing because the other thing that's happening today is the Fayetteville Dogwood Festival. That's happening at Festival Park. It's actually starting from 12 noon and going all the way till 10 p.m. It's a full day of fun, food, games. They're having a foodie contest, and Jenny Bell, who's been on the show before, is actually going to be one of the judges for that contest. And Katie Crenshaw, who actually is a blogger for A Fork's Tale, she's also going to be one of the judges. And they have free...
You know, they had to twist their arms to get them to judge.
I'm sure.
Because
I'm a little disappointed nobody asked me.
You have to... Well, no, you don't do it because you have to taste a lot of people's food, and you don't have to pay for it.
But then why wouldn't I want to do that? I would...
Because I know you really like to pay people for their food.
Yes, I love to pay people for their food, but I also like to eat free.
Hey, Kat Lynn's watching too.
Hey, Kat. Look at her. I think she's going to be at Comic-Con as well.
Hey, by the way, why don't you let people know how they can watch us live stream? While we're
You can watch us live on Facebook.com/TheMrsT because I'm actually live streaming on my page right now. So if you can't see us anywhere else, make sure you tune in Facebook.com/TheMrsT, and you can watch the show all throughout the week because it stays up there. But this week, all of us are going to be, the bloggers in Fayetteville are pretty much spread out all over the weekend. Jenny Bell and Katie are going to be at the Dogwood Festival. Kat, Lynn, Alyssa, and Angela, and myself are all going to be at Comic-Con. So we're going to be giving you like live
Are you gonna be
shares
dressed up?
everywhere. No, I'm not doing cosplay. Are you disappointed?
Yes, I am.
If you guys are watching, you can see the disappointment on Wade's face. I'm not going to be dressing up, but I am going to still have a whole bunch of fun. I'm super excited for everything that's going to be happening there. And I'm super excited for the Dogwood Festival, even though I'm not going this year, because I can't wait to see who wins the foodie contest. Jenny Bell's doing it, is one of the judges. Katie is one of the judges. Is your food truck going to be there?
We were hoping we could be there, but we just didn't have enough staffing to run the restaurant and the food truck today all day.
So
we weren't able
no
to make that.
Fowlers. But there are so many other...
But by the way, we were People's Choice last year.
I know you guys were, as you should be. But there are also going to be a whole bunch of other vendors there. Food truck, a craft beer festival. Street vendors is a new thing. And they're also having VIP cabanas.
Street vendors.
Street vendors.
Are we talking about people selling
Yes.
goods and stuff? Oh, that's kind of, I
Like
always love seeing.
bracelets and
I love seeing
handcrafted
those
stuff.
people.
I do too. I think it's
Kinda
really
neat
cool.
craft
It's a
stuff.
great way to support small businesses.
That's right.
It's a great way to do it. And then they have the hay rides, which are happening from noon to 9:30. And then we have what Sarah was trying to talk me into, the historic hauntings.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still not. I don't think I would do that. I'm not sure. Like, I do have time because those
You
are from
need
7
to, you
to
need
10
to do
p.m.
that.
So I could
You
actually
need to
get
do
over
that.
there
You
for
need to
that.
go there and go through the cemetery.
I don't know if I want to go through something.
And you might see my
Yes, you
grandmother,
did
my
say.
grandmother, and my grandfather are buried in that cemetery.
That's awesome. Well, not awesome, but I'm just saying that's
Well, it
a
is. It's
little
awesome.
cool
You know.
tidbit to know.
Yeah.
Also, they have a full kids zone. It's a $10 wristband, but your kids get to play from noon to 9:30. There's bouncy houses, 2-story slides, yard games, a barrel train, and obstacle courses, and a rock climbing wall.
That's basically $1 an hour. That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. Especially if you want to be able to walk around a little bit. You can have your kids in that designated zone, and they can just have all the fun they want. Hey, Chancellor. Chancellor has also tuned in, and I'm going to go over to Chancellor's events because he has some stuff happening in Hope Mills. And
Chancellor is making a lot of stuff happen in Hope Mills.
yes, he is. He really is.
You know, I think they should. You know, I got it. They should call him the hero of Hope Mills. What do you think?
They should. He's
Yeah.
already doing it.
Yeah.
He's already playing the role, so he should get the title, I think. And starting on October 26th, which is Friday, Hope Mills is starting their Old Mill Days Fall Fest. I don't know why that was so hard for me to get out, but it's the
Old Mill Days Fall Fest. Old Mill Days Fall Fest. Old Mill Days Fall Fest.
Nice way to show me up, Wade. But it's okay. That's what it is. It starts Friday, and the first event is a street dance on Trade Street from 6 to 9 p.m. The next thing...
And let me tell you what, you need to go. You need to go do that just to see Chancellor dance. I've seen him dance.
Chancellor,
man.
are you
He
gonna
rocks.
dance? Are you? I want to. Yes. Somebody just asked. Catlin asked if the kids would like the Dogwood Festival. I think they would because there's an entire kids section. But Chancellor, you need to let us know if you're gonna be at the street dance because we probably will come just to see you. Also done on this. It's a 2-day event, and so on Saturday, October 27th at 2 p.m. there's a hot wings contest. See, I don't do hot.
I do.
So I don't know. You do?
Oh yeah. I might
Like
try
even
that.
some of your sauces at Fowler's, I have to take a pass on it if it's too hot.
Well, we actually have got to work on some new ones. So
Oh goodness, are they all gonna be hot or
no,
Okay.
right now we don't really have a hot sauce up there right now. Our pepper
Well, maybe
our pepper supplier has his
I must
crop
be
has
a
finished, so
weakling
we got to
then.
get us more.
Oh, okay. Okay, so then also on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. is the beer garden. And then on 10 to 4 p.m. on Saturday, there's going to be Zorb balls. Those are those big plastic balls that you like get in and run around?
Yeah, it's sort of like bumper cars in a ball.
I am totally in for that. Hope Mills is doing the thing this fall. Like, there's a lot of stuff happening. I have to add you guys to my fall fun list because I did an entire post on fall fun in and around Fayetteville, and I have to add this in there because that Zorb ball thing sounds kind of cool. Also happening Saturday, they're having live bluegrass music.
Whoa!
Is that down your?
Oh man,
That's
now
in
you
your
got
way.
my attention.
It's going to be the Cumberland County Line Bluegrass Band. So that's going to be from 4 to 6 p.m. And then they're doing Movie in the Park. And it's kid-friendly Movie in the Park because they're showing Hotel Transylvania at 6:30 p.m. on Saturday. I think I know where I'm going to be next weekend, Chancer.
Hotel Transylvania.
It's super cute. They actually have, I think there's 2 or 3 movies now, but this is like they're showing the first one. It's a super cute movie. It's like Halloween, but not super scary, so kids can deal with
It's
it.
Dracula.
Yep. Well,
Would it
he
drive
says
you
he's
batty?
not. No. And his daughter is like, his daughter likes a human, so they take the human in. And it's just a super fun movie. So if you want to have a nice little family movie night, October 27th, Movie in the Park, Old Mill Days Fall Fest, 6:30 p.m. And then also, Saturday is a full day for them. They have 5 inflatables from 10 to 4 p.m. for kids to play with. And then they're also having outdoor volleyball game from 10 to 6 p.m. From 12 to 3 p.m. is going to be a petting zoo. And from 10 to 6 p.m. is going to be cornhole. I don't know what that is.
That's the one where you throw the bags into the boards that have the hole in them, and you try to.
Okay, so is it like a competition?
Yeah, it's a competition. Yeah, it's a game you
Cool.
play. They have these boards that are basically 2 feet by 4 feet, and they have a 6-inch hole near the top of them, and you throw these bean bags.
And you have to try
Actually, the reason they call them cornholes, the original bags were made with corn inside instead of beans.
Oh,
And so
okay.
you throw them, and you hit the board, and if you get the thing in the hole, you get 3 points. If you get one on the board, it's 1 point, and then they cancel each other out if
Okay,
both sides
see,
get
I'm
them
kind
and
of
score.
competitive, so I don't know if that would be a good look for me because I might get a little aggravated if I don't do good. But it sounds like Hope Mills is going to be the place to be next weekend. And the last thing that they're having there is going to be an antique tractor pull. What do? They literally just pull the tractor around?
And if I am correct on it, I think one, it's sort of like tug of war between 2 tractors, or either that, or they tow some kind of they pull an item
see
behind it,
which
and they see which
tractor
can
can
do
put-
it the fastest, or whatever.
That sounds fun.
It's like a race.
That sounds really, really cool. So if you're looking for something to do next weekend from the 26th to the 27th, Hope Mills has the days jam-packed. And if you want to find out more information, look up Hope Mills Park and Recreation on Facebook. And Chancer has the information up there. Or if you want to know, check out my blog later tonight because I'm going to add all of their stuff in.
Did I mention I'm a Chancer fan?
I'm a Chancer fan too. He's like woot woot for all of Fayetteville. I mean for all of Hope Mills. Now I did mention that I thought Jenny was gonna call in. So Jenny, if you want to do that, you can do that. Are we taking a break?
Give me 5 seconds and then we can take phone calls.
Okay. So she's gonna open the line so that we can talk to Jenny about what's happening at the Dogwood Festival today with the foodie contest.
Yeah, and Jenny, I feel very sorry for you that you have to eat, people's food today.
Poor Jenny.
I mean,
She gets to taste all different varieties and kinds.
just let me. Any of you
For
people,
free.
if anybody's listening, that's one of the contestants in it. If you want to impress Jenny, it's got a reminder of Texas.
Yes. Anything that has to do with Texas, and you probably are shooing for Jenny's vote. I'm
Tell
just
Miss
saying.
Jenny she can call in now.
Miss
That's my
Jenny, you
apology.
can call in whenever you're ready. The lines are open because we want to hear about what's happening.
And we're getting ready to go to a break. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back
Yes, we
with
will.
what's going on in Fayetteville here on the WIDU Radio Network.
Good morning, WIDU. How may I help you?
Yeah, I had
Hello?
to message Chancellor earlier because he sent me
Hey,
all the
sweetie,
images.
how
and
are
I was
you?
like, the images don't tell me what's actually
Good.
happening.
My
Can you give me
apologies.
some kind of
We're in a
blurb?
quick break. What I'm going to do is put you on the board, and as soon as the break is over with, we'll be back with you. Okay, can you hold for like a minute and a half?
Needed some business cards
Okay, thank
Is
you.
that Jenny?
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool. So yeah, he had to send me a blur
That's not
on what it was because he just sent all his images, and I was like, I went to the site and nothing. I said, I need details because I don't know what to say. He was like, oh here. I was like, cool. I'm just gonna read straight from what you wrote on here.
We got a cool thing coming up October 27th too. Doc's Bavarian House Bud. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh, you can do it. You can say it.
Yeah,
I didn't see it
he's-
anywhere.
they're
If
doing-
it's not on Facebook, I can't. find it.
They're doing Oktoberfest.
I've never been to
at the
an
restaurant.
Oktoberfest. What
And
is
they're gonna have the
Oktoberfest?
Bavarian brass band.
What
They're
is
playing.
Oktoberfest? Is it like a
It's in
celebration?
Germany. It's a big beer drinking event.
Okay.
Oktoberfest. They have a big. Germany has two big festivals. They usually both occur in September.
Mm-hmm. So why do they call it
Oktoberfest starts at the end of September and rolls into October.
Okay,
So
okay.
it's sort of like celebrating the coming of
Oh,
October.
okay.
You know, the end of the harvest, and you're coming up and having a festival, and they go down there, and it happens in Munich, and they have these gigantic beer tents, as they call them tents, but they're really like massive halls. And
You know what? I have been to it, but it wasn't like, I don't think it was technically October. It was like Busch Gardens Oktoberfest
Yeah.
area or whatever. And it was this huge hall, and they had all these different beers lined. But I didn't drink beer.
And
so
they
I just kind of looked.
do some wine fests over there too.
Really?
In Germany, a couple of weeks earlier. So I mean, they just basically put on a big drinking
Cool.
session. For
Well,
the
you
month
can
of
mention
September.
that one because I didn't see it anywhere.
So yeah. So anyway, he's gonna have the Bavarian brass band there, and it's gonna be kind of cool. And they're taking reservations.
Oh, okay.
We have a minute and 15 seconds on the.
Do you want to see your home or business cameras on your phone while you are away? Give home
I definitely
security
have to
a
add
call.
change that
That's
stuff.
HOLME.
Oh man, Wes got that in there quick.
Security.
This is Dan McCready,
Is that the
Democratic
new one?
candidate for U.S. Congress, and I approve this message.
Hello, this is Congressman Jim Clyburn.
50
former chair of the
seconds.
Congressional Black
What?
Caucus.
50
I'm gonna
seconds
tell you
before you
why
go
it's
back on the
important for you
air.
to vote for Dan
So the
McCready
weekend, the
and
thing
all
does not
Democrats
switch
on
over.
Tuesday, November 6th. Dan and the other Democrats will be
35
with me in the fight for you in Washington. They need your vote on Tuesday, November 6th. I know Dan and all the Democrats will fight for Medicare, Social Security, good paying
I'm on
jobs,
Medicare.
a quality education for our children,
I'm not there
and an
yet.
economy that works
I officially
for
went on
everyone.
Medicare this month.
And I know they will
This
make
month?
North Carolina proud. Again, this is Congressman Jim Clyburn asking you to vote
You both
for my
let me know
friend,
when you're
Democratic
ready to
candidate
rock
Dan
and
McCready,
roll.
and all Democrats on Tuesday, November 6th.
This message paid for by Dan McCready for U.S. Congress and the DCCC.
We're just grooving to the music. It's so much fun. Welcome back to What's Going On in Fayetteville here on the We Do Radio Network, and we do have a caller waiting. I think Jenny
Yes,
Bell has
we
called
do.
in, so let's bring Jenny up.
Hey, Jenny.
Good morning.
Good morning.
morning.
Thank you so
How
much
is
for calling
everybody?
in. Doing good.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry too.
You won't be
I'm
for
feeling
long.
my appetite.
Did you eat breakfast? Because I mean, you're going to be eating a lot today.
My breakfast is coffee, and the morning show is Tiffany and Wade Fowler.
Ah, there we go.
That's awesome. Look at that. I
We're
feel
food.
the
We're
love.
food for the soul.
I feel the love. But I know you can leave your appetite a little bit because you are definitely going to get your fill today at the festival.
Yes, I am.
Do you know how many?
I'm
Do you know how
returning-
many competitors there are in the competition?
I do not know how many entered. I know that there's going to be over 25 food trucks
Yeah.
there today.
Yeah.
But as far as how many entered, that was up to each individual food truck as
Yeah.
to whether or not they wanted to compete.
Mm-hmm.
So we shall see.
Do you know what types of food you're going to have yet? I'm sure it's a bit of
Yeah,
everything, right?
It's going to range from tacos to barbecue to burgers, wings maybe. And I'm just basing this on what we had last year.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 3 possible prizes for these food trucks that us judges select. But then what a lot of people don't know about the Dogwood Festival is that there's a People's Choice Award.
I'm well aware of that one.
Yeah, Fowler's got that
Yeah.
last year.
I know. Last year, Fowler's was the People's Choice. So, there's 4 judges today, and I am going to be on that panel with Goldie from the
Okay.
radio show,
Yeah.
Morgan from ABC 11,
Oh, wow.
Katie Crenshaw from A Fork's Tale, But then everybody who's out there eating at the food trucks throughout the day can fill out a card and vote for their favorite. So that's what I would encourage folks to do.
Really cool. And I'm sure they had to twist your arm to get you to be one of those judges. I mean,
well, I talked to her about that. I talked to her about that, and she was complaining just terribly. That,
she's like,
I
don't even understand. How did I get picked for this?
And, Jenny, just real quick, remind people what you do and what the Cape Fear Visitors Bureau does for this area. Cumberland County. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. See, Fayetteville area. It's in the Fayetteville area Convention Bureau. See, I get it messed up, but I know her.
So you tell us, Jenny.
So the CVB, or the Visitors Bureau, promotes tourism to all of Cumberland County. We promote our attractions, our hotels, all the things to do in the area. And my role there is in communications, and I write the blog Go Fayetteville, where I talk about a lot of our hidden gems and places to eat, fun things to do, festivals, et cetera, et cetera.
Hey, so, Jenny, how do they find your blog?
GoFayetteville.com.
GoFayetteville.com. Okay.
Really easy, but it's
on Facebook and
Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, I interrupted you there as your stream of thought of getting, what all you guys do for Fayetteville. But I think a lot of people don't understand what the Visitors Bureau does. I think it's
an amazing resource.
Yeah, we kind of play a background role here, but we work with all of our attractions and hotels to help promote them and bring tourists and put heads in beds, as we like to say.
If people have not seen them, if you've noticed driving down I-95, the signs about Fayetteville and what's going on here, you guys are responsible for that, right? The big billboards?
That's right. The big billboards. There are.
That's awesome. And then Fayetteville, the Visitors Bureau also helped bring together the FNC bloggers, and that's how we started. And we go out and we try to make sure we bring a spotlight to the small businesses and the events and everything that's happening in Fayetteville.
That's right. Yeah, that's a large part of my job, is to run the bloggers network here and help use their voices to tell the story of Fayetteville and Cumberland County, kind of inside-out marketing, so that people can see real people going to these events, going to these places, and enjoying them. And I love those folks. They're Fayetteville's biggest fans by far.
Hey, and also, I think you've probably got the inside scoop on these signs that people see around town that have, a lot of them probably don't know what in the world they are. They'll see a sign of like a cannon or a lion or
the trail sign.
Yeah. So the trail signs are pointing people to things like the Abersboro Battlefield, or the Museum of the Cape Fear Historical Complex, or historical markers around town. And we actually have a guide at the Visitors Bureau downtown, 245 Person Street, that you can pick up, and then you can follow the signs all over the county to discover these important historic sites. And we have over 17 cultural heritage trails. They're driving trails, and they will lead you to everything from the important African American historic sites here, the Civil War battle signs all over, sites and places to see here related to the Civil War. We even have an international food trail. International food trail.
Wait a minute.
Did she say food?
International food trail?
He heard food, and that was it. It was over.
I need to come get that one. But for the signs, people really need the map with the legend on it, right? So that they know what they're looking for. Which is a good reason to get them in. And if you've not been to the Visitors Bureau, there is a load of information you can pick up in there.
And there's also a really cool souvenir store inside the Visitors Bureau, so you can get your Fayetteville t-shirt, mug, magnet, whatever it is you want, they have it.
And if you're lucky, you can see Jenny.
Yeah, you can say, "Hey, Jenny Bell."
So sweet. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that we're downtown. We're right next to North Cool Spring Street, in front of the Cool Spring Tavern, the oldest historic building in Cumberland County. And people think, oh, that's just for visitors. Well, no, we love when locals come by and see us, because we are all about educating the locals as well on what there is to do here.
Well, you know, and that's so much what this show is about. We got a lot of locals that don't know all the stuff that's going on around Fayetteville.
Exactly.
And they sit there and think, hey, Fayetteville. No, but wait a minute.
Nothing to do
Fayetteville's
with
not Fayetteville. You know, you got Raleigh, you got Wilmington, you got Charlotte, you got Asheville.
Fayetteville is the place to be.
Fayetteville's got a lot going on, and our own worst enemies are ourselves. You know, when I was on city council and you know, being on the utility and being involved in this city, you know, talking to people who are trying to get businesses to come to Fayetteville, and they say it's so hard when they send people out and they just kind of talk to people on the street, and what do you think? Fayetteville. Well, you know, why would you want to come when the citizens are saying that, you know?
If people actually look, they're going to find it. I mean, Wade, I this week finished putting all the Halloween and fall events going on the calendar, on our website calendar. And through the end of October, there are 50 Halloween and fall themed events happening here. I mean, all over the county.
And it's something for everyone.
Yeah, we're going to have our food trailer out in Van Story for a big one there. So.
There's something for everyone, for kids, for adults. They have adults only. Cape Fear Botanical Garden is having a Hogwarts night. I mean, there's something for everybody here in Fayetteville. You just have to look for it.
Yep.
Well, Jenny, you're doing a great job for us, and we really appreciate it. And listen, do a great job judging tonight. I'm sorry you have to eat all that food.
I'm so sorry for you.
For free.
Well, listen, I'm going to try to not be biased. I really am. It's going to be a little difficult. But you know, somebody's got to do it. It's a hard job, but somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
Thank you for making that sacrifice.
Hey, and by the way, I just want to let you know about something while you're on. Talking about events coming up. This is not a Halloween event. This is an Oktoberfest event at the Das Bavarian House Restaurant at 3500 Murchison Road, right here in Fayetteville, right down the street from this studio. And they're having Oktoberfest on the 27th, October the 27th, going from 6 until 9 p.m. They are taking reservations for it. They're going to have the Bavarian Brass Band there. So if you want to get up and listen to some Oompa music, do some polka, and enjoy a good German Oktoberfest, Das Bavarian House is the place to go. And let me tell you what, I know the owners. They are fantastic people.
He's been on the show.
Yep.
Now, let me ask you something. Are you sure they're not taking it to Spring Lake Outpost for their Oktoberfest? Spring Lake Outpost is having one that same day, and they're claiming Das Bavarian and the Bavarian Brass Band are going to be there.
Oh, well, then maybe that's where it's going to be. But let's see. Let me look. It doesn't say that here. It says right now, it looks like, I'm looking at details. It says, come hear the Bavarian Brass Band as you enjoy great German food and beer, and we will have games, contests, and prizes. Join the fun. Don't delay. Reservations are filling up. Call, message, or email your reservation, including your phone number. And it doesn't say that the location is different, but I can check on that. So y'all pay attention. That very well could be it, but it doesn't say it in the details on it.
If anything, there may be 2 Oktoberfests going on that day. That'd be awesome.
Well, that's just double the fun.
And get it on the calendar.
Yeah, but anyway, just great people. And if you have never heard Vicky sing, you need to ask her to sing. Oh my goodness, that lady can sing. Wow. And,
that's awesome.
And Bud plays the piano while they're doing the keyboard. Say what?
Schnitzel is the best there.
Oh man, they hang over the side of the plate. It's awesome.
It's true. It's true. They're as big as the plate.
Yep. All right. Well, Jenny, thanks a lot. And enjoy judging.
Again soon.
All righty.
Thanks, Jenny.
Okay. Bye-bye.
So anyway, they're not only good places to go and do things, there's good places to eat in this town. And I think, are we at the end of the show already?
1 minute.
We've got 1 minute to go.
It happened so fast.
Man, time flies when you're having fun. Well, anyway, if you want to know what's going on around Fayetteville, make sure to check out gofayetteville.com to read the blog there. And, of course, check in with themrst.com to find out not only what's going on around Fayetteville, just stuff that's really neat to do, period.
Yeah,
come
see what I say.
Let me tell you what, this gal is a maven. Okay? You know, I have a friend of mine told me that there are people that are mavens. That means they're experts. They know their stuff really well. And then there are connectors. And there are people that don't necessarily know their stuff really well, but they know how to connect you to somebody that has it. She's the maven, I'm the connector.
And that's the
Sarah
perfect
Beth.
match. Perfect team up.
Now listen, we'll look forward to seeing you next week or hearing from you next week.
Yes.
On the We Do Radio Network here. You're listening to What's Going On Fayetteville. Thanks again to the UPS store in Westwood and Home Security, your hometown security experts right here in Fayetteville. Thank you so much for sponsoring our show. Go by and see them and tell them you heard about it here on What's Going On Fayetteville on the We Do Radio Network.
Thank you both. That was a super cool.
Thanks for calling in, Jenny. She had to open the phone line. But thanks for calling in, and we will see you guys next week.
Ministry broadcast is brought to you by Pleasant